welcome back to VFSN. I'm Chris DeMarco with Lefty McGovern, and we've got David Wang here in the booth for match 2 of week 3.
Yeah, today we're back at Greystone Woods with a technical first match and a more scoreable second match.
Yeah, we got the Badlands Bandits facing off against the Arctic Tundra today. Lefty, how you feeling about this matchup this week?
I'm really excited to see the Tundra play, but I'm more excited to see Michael Scardino back from his bye week. He's going to be out there killing it. First, like I just said, number 31, Michael Scardino, super dangerous from Circle 2. Number 12, Willem Klein, a quick rising star in this league. And last but not least, number 27, their own GM, Brian Roeder.
Yeah, Willem Klein's been to 5 VFDGA majors. Let's see how Roeder's feeling down at Greystone Woods.
I think it all comes down to strokes, honestly. The reason that we're in last place, I would say, is mainly just a matter of strokes. Stroke counters, having lost by 3 strokes in our second game last week, didn't help. But I'd say that this week is merely focused around minimalizing that, making sure every stroke counts. And honestly, with Scardines here, I think we got a better chance.
Yeah, it looks like the Bandits don't just want to win, but they want to win big to offset that scoring differential from last week. Let's see what they got. But no stranger to the league, we got the Tundra starting off with Change the Zone, the big putt of the team. We got Craig, Tony Gwynn Oriente with that crouch stance, looking to see what he could offer on the putting green. And Jose Collado, a Greystone local, big forehand guy and a top tier 4 contender.
Yeah, let's see how Travis Amico's feeling. He's not playing this week, but he's going to be back in week 4.
Feels great to be back, especially with the Tundra. I missed them. I have some new faces on the team. I recruited Jose, my good friend, and I absolutely love it. Dope. I'm just ready to play some disc golf. Get back out there.
Absolutely love Travis.
Love
Amico.
Travis. Love both Travises, Rollins and D'Amico. Love the Tundra. Super pumped to see Craig and Jose both out there for their second time trying to do some damage.
Let's take a look at these league rules. We've got 6 teams in the league. Only 4 teams are going to make the playoffs. The Badlands Bandits are sitting on the chopping block in last place right now, looking to make a comeback against the 4th place Arctic Tundra. Ties can happen. We'll see if either of our teams can squeak out a win. We got hole 1 starting off game 1, par 3, 231, straight tunnel shot, left hookup at the end. The green's a little bit slanted. This is a very difficult hole to attack, starting off the most difficult set of 6 here at Greystone Woods.
The GM for the Bandits taking the lead there. Didn't really get to the green. We'll see what they got.
That's a look.
Craig kind of jamming something into the bottom of the hill. Might have a putt for the 2 as Roeder chips one up to the green.
Well done. It's surprising how often it seems like people are not making across this ridge here. I'm not quite sure what that says about the hole. It's a pretty straightforward hole, but we don't see it that many birdies.
Shane Sassone giving the basket a scare early.
As I say that, he just 2 inches away from getting a birdie.
Sad that Amico can't play this week. He's got to sit as a tier 1 for this team.
Whoa, Jose.
Both teams tapping out the par. Like you mentioned, Dave, only 231 feet, but it's still a difficult hole. Stepping into hole 2, par 4, 453. Very uphill par 4 here at Greystone Woods. One of the more challenging holes on this set. Difficult shot off the tee, trying to land about this log. And as you're coming around this left to right bend, most players are going to keep their shot a little too inside and hit that log there. We'll see if anybody can get that easy tap in 3. Willem Klein on the tee.
Interesting seeing the forehand here. Not many guys go to it.
Seems like Willem is only going to go to it.
Jose.
Wow.
That's the ideal line. A little bit of flip up in the middle going right around that tree. Lets you come right back to the center of the log. It's real common for players to hyzer out a little too early here, but man, he trusts this understable disc here.
And it is uncommon to see a tier 4 getting their shot taken on hole 2 here.
Yeah, let's take a look at these rosters today. We got Shane, Oriente, and Jose in the 2, 3, 4. Bandits, a little bit more of a stacked roster, I would say, with Scardino here. The tier 1s really make a big impact. Scardino, a fantastic disc golfer. We saw so much Circle 2 action from him in opening day.
Seeing Scardino on the course is going to strike some fear into the opposing team, but I think that Shane and Craig and Jose, really, they all have the ability to play above their tier.
A little bit inside from Willem. I agree with that, though. Tundra, such an interesting team. 5 players, so much talent. And Shane's going backdoor here.
A little higher.
Probably about 100 feet from there.
Windy day here at Greystone Woods. Cold day. Making it a little bit trickier to attack.
Nice conservative
Super
upshot.
smooth.
Yeah, he heard you say, you know, only forehands. He's like, all right, fine, I'll deliver the backhand. Both teams tapping out simple pars on this hole 4, on this par 4.
Yeah, good to get away with a par here. It's kind of a bonus birdie.
Yeah, it's really not too bad to miss that hole, especially in conditions like this. Hole 3, par 4, 423, uphill hole. Players are going to try to attack off the tee, but it does get pretty narrow here. You can't underestimate just how thin this gap is. And a little bit of extra tree coverage right in front of the green. Scardino stepping up.
Yeah, I like this hole a lot because, you know, it's an elevated drive, but it's got a low ceiling, so you really got to hit that gap on that perfect line. You can't go too high, too low. Scardino does it just right.
And we're seeing another selection from 69. Talk about value from the tier 4. He swings this one out wide right. Doesn't quite crest the hill. Shane looking to get back on the fairway here.
A lot of power from that standstill there.
Yeah, he has a great lefty standstill. Reminds you of someone else.
Excuse me? You're not talking about you.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, just a little bit short from both our players on the second shot here. Going to be long putts for that birdie 3.
Yeah, for some reason it's really easy to go short on the second shot here.
It's just so uphill, so many trees blocking. When you go aggressive, you're probably going to end up hitting something. And again, just another tap out. We mentioned it in the pregame. It is the most challenging set of the 3 here at Greystone, and this is the most challenging hole on the course. Hole 4, par 3, 345. Very straight tunnel shot off of the tee. Hooks up almost about 90 degrees left after about 120 feet downhill.
Chris, what do you think makes this hole the hardest hole on the course? Is it the tight gap? Is it the green being so slanted? What about this hole makes it so hard?
I think one of the most challenging parts of this hole is that the common hyzer line gets you caught up on the inside left. When you come around that bend, there's so much congestion on the left side. Really forces players to stretch it out a little bit longer than you'd want to. It's just so hard to get through that elbow clean.
Yeah, it's definitely also the toughest putting green.
We've got the Tundra and the Bandits starting to root for each other here. The general consensus is that someone's just desperate to get some highlight shots in, get a birdie. So it's basically 6-man scramble now. We'll see if they can get a birdie on the next hole.
Surprisingly cold day today. And again, very windy. Both players now just rooting for each other.
YouTube channel first, Disc Golf League second. Shane.
Bit long, and Bandits still have a tester for their par here. Not sure what happened on that upshot. Let's see what Rotor can do from distance. Okay.
Just that layup.
Okay.
We'd assume the other 2 guys ran it and
Yes.
didn't make it.
Craig?
And that's one of the big things with the tier 4. We've seen Rotor lay it up 3 times out of these first 4 holes.
Yeah, give him that
Yeah,
comfort.
Scardino, I assume, just trying to find that putt. Craig Oriente cashing one in. So Tundra gonna gain a stroke here. Now, guys, not ideal. Lefty, you mentioned it's a YouTube channel first. I mean, talk about the dynamic of you know, trying to put 3 players on a team to try and get some good disc golf. But sometimes we're still gonna see stuff like this.
Yeah, I mean, Scardino and Willem are both two pretty soft-spoken guys once you start to get to know them a little bit, but they want those highlight reels, and we've seen Shane do it so many times.
Yeah, that's very true. We have. I think once someone hits that first shot, we'll see something big. We're going to head back over to Greystone Woods. We're going to get an interview from this Stick. The play has just been so bad. Stick, what's your opinion on what's been going on so far? All right, hole 5, par 3, 348. 2 options off the tee. You're seeing the backhand route on this right side. Goal with this one is really just to get the disc to fall flat out of the air after peering that gap. And Jose going to go with that sky lefty or left side spike hyzer.
Oh yeah, come on, Jose. One time, get in the hole.
Wow. Jose.
Just short.
That was his 3rd tee shot selection too, I believe.
Really contending for that, best Tier 4 player of the year.
Yeah, we're seeing some great play from Jose. But Roeder is well getting some shots in today. Just seeing a lot of value from across the board here.
Great shot.
But again, the dynamic of this league is so interesting. Yes, we're getting value out of the fours, but we're not seeing scoring. When you're seeing value out of your Tier 4 and you're getting birdies, that's something special. But, I mean, any 3 guys can come out and stitch together some pars here, Let's see if Scardino can start attacking.
Oh, he's dangerous from there.
There it is, the first birdie of the day coming from number 69 here on hole 5.
A solo birdie.
Yeah, look at that. Huge appearance from him on opening day, coming back out here in week 3 and crushing. Hole 6, par 3, 252. This is not a common hole to see a bogey on, so most likely Tundra have got themselves a win here. At this point, Shane's looking to get near the green.
Love to see Shane taking a tee shot for his team here. This hole really looks nice from the lefty backhand perspective.
That's probably in the water.
Didn't get enough legs on that. There is water that comes up on the right there.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of short inside shots. Very common when you have weather like this. Scardino lining one up. Let's see if he can just dunk this one in.
Another lefty backhand.
250, puts it up.
Oh, looked good, but just caught that little branch.
Yeah, he was liking that inside route.
Feels like these players just got cold fingers. Everything just coming out just a second late, second early.
Scardino with another apparatus hit from circle 2.
Jose, let's see if we can do it again.
Oh, no.
Solid run. Tundra looking to get strokes. If any team knows the importance of strokes, it's the Tundra. Mention it every week they play. Missed the playoffs by 1 stroke last year.
Hey, lefty.
What's up? What's up, Craig?
Craig, an absolute treasure. He won
That's how
putter
we're
of the
gonna
year
end
at the Summer Jamboree. Tundra heads a little bit low. What are some positives for the Arctic so far in this game?
I think the positive is they could seem to really rely on their Tier 4 guy to, come up with some clean shots, and maybe the other guys could be more aggressive and maybe start scoring for them.
Yeah, I mean, getting the win feels good either way. -1, obviously not the score you want to see there, but still getting 2 points. Lefty, any thoughts on the game?
I think that Roeder and the rest of the Bandits are really going to want to put together a good game. Scardino back. They need a win here.
Let's see how the Arctic Tundra are feeling. We got Jose Collado down at Greystone Woods after a crazy performance, getting the win for his team. 69, what are your thoughts?
Well, so far so good. The team is being super positive. They gave me the confidence to keep playing. So I'm just gonna do my best, and probably we get a few more birdies. Why not?
Hole 1, par 3, 235, left to right shot, very narrow off the tee, and this green is so treacherous, so much elevation, and of course you got the river at the bottom. Craig looking to get things started off well. This hole with the 2.67 average. Gonna want this birdie.
Simple flick. Let's see if it fades out for him. Looks like he's down there somewhere. Willem trying to do the same. Missed the gap. Comes up a little short, maybe just outside the circle, but they gotta look.
Interesting to see two righty forehands there. When you have two lefties on each team, or one lefty on each team.
Yeah, I think that the forehand is just kind of, with that extra spin, it seems to settle well on the screen. And that is unfortunate.
Yeah, uncharacteristic, I was gonna say.
I think that tree was a little more in his way than it looked. Once you got to put a little anhyzer on the disc, it messes everything up. Willem Klein trying to take a stroke.
There it is. Hey, there we
High
go.
right. So true.
Yeah, you could tell he wanted that one.
Solo birdie. This is one of Willem's better holes on the course, I would imagine. Very good with those forehand tunnel shots.
Yeah, pops it up just enough height. Easy to leave this one low. Good to see it go in.
And you like to hear the support from Scardino, his IRL friend, as they would call it. Not just a VFDGL friend, but an IRL friend.
I think if you're in the VFDGL long enough, everyone becomes your IRL friend.
Very true. Hole 2, par 3, 198. The league is young. Short hole, right to left shot. Elevation just leads you all the way to that river. Scardino. Turn over.
Really tricky lefty back in here. Oh, fortunate kick it seemed like.
That's a good range for him.
Yeah.
They got some momentum on that last hole. Might be able to knock that one down. Shane lining up that standstill forehand.
Kind of the mirror of the last hole, just a little shorter.
Watch this. You seeing this? I got the disc dead center the whole time.
We got a bragger.
Oh, that's great. Well, listen, I was out there. I'm trying to teach lefty. You know what I'm saying? Craig, long putt.
Wow.
Gloves on that left hand.
You seeing this?
There it is.
Scardino.
Bandits heating up.
He did the thing. No stepper there. Maybe the elevation held him from it?
Yeah, I think so. Going downhill, I think he had enough pace and height for it.
Such
Bandits.
a pleasure to have him in this league.
Love to see a birdie here from the Bandits as well. They bogeyed last week.
Yikes. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was just Willem and Rotor last week at the start of the game. But they're here in full force. Scardino with the solo birdie. All right, hole 3, par 3, 244 feet, 2 options off the tee. Very common New Jersey woods hole. You're going to have that that left side forehand, right side backhand. This hole's got a 2.83 average. We only saw one birdie from the Royals last week. And they went neg 6, so I don't know if they're exactly a reliable stat. They seem to be an anomaly. Tony.
There we go.
This is going in.
I'm just trying to.
I'm still talking to
trying to
lefty
help
right now. You know what? I had a coach. Shout out to Kevin Bonder's dad, David. You remember him, soccer coach. He would always pull you to the side during the game as Scardino lines up a long putt. That's kind of my take with lefty here.
All right.
You know, am I talking during the coverage? Yes. But is the crew learning? We're still growing? Yes.
Move on, but did you see exactly what just happened there? Right.
All right, seems like no harm, no foul for both teams here. Just picking up straightforward par.
The Tundra need to put some pep in their step. I mean, we all know how hard it is to gain strokes.
Hole 4, par 3, 234. First half of this shot is very straightforward. You're just trying to match this hill angle well, trying to hit that gap on the left side. You don't have to peer the line. You can get a little bit lucky. That looks like a great shot.
Very smooth backhand there.
Yeah, Rotor just started that lefty backhand about 6-7 months ago. It's looking better every week.
Yep. The natural lefty backhand here.
That's a pure reach back right there from Shane.
Kind of pulled it a little wide, but I think they both got.
I just want to give a shout out to Shane's fit today. He's doing great. the undershirt matching his pants. As
Jose
nails it.
Apparatus hit from all the way down the hill.
Let's see if Bandits can capitalize here.
Can't go up by 3.
Can't leave this short. Oh, well done.
Yes, sir. Willem Klein from circle 2.
I'm inclined to say he likes to putt uphill. Hole 7, hole 12, hole 10 now. Or I should say hole 1 and hole 3.
Yeah, great take. Very similar putts.
3 out of the first 4 for the Bandits here in game 2.
Yeah, looking really solid in the Badlands right now. Rough go in game 1, sitting in last place, coming back out here in game 2, looking to get out of last place where Michael Scardino's team currently is. But things are going well for them. Let's head back over to Greystone Woods, see how Willem Klein's feeling. Dave, like you mentioned, 2 very similar putts out there. Willem?
Unscripted.
Feels great, man. You know, first round didn't go too well. A little windy, a little cold. Took us a while to get warmed up. Putting's on now, so, you know, now it's a match.
The kid is in the zone.
Yeah, fantastic play. We mentioned it before the game. He's been to 5 VFDGA majors, an absolute legend. On the other side of the tee, Arctic Tundra struggling right now. We've seen this a lot. They'll have a really good game on one side of the day and then kind of struggle on the other side. Shane, you know, for a cold, windy day like this, we would expect the Arctic Tundra boys to be performing a little bit better. What do you guys have to say for yourselves today?
Well, the name may say it all. It's very cold, and we are definitely not from the Tundra, even though we're repping the jerseys. But we're feeling confident, we can get some strokes back, and we're going to get it done.
Hole 5, par 4, 430 feet. This hole averaging a half stroke under par. It is definitely one that both teams are going to be looking to secure here. Straight tunnel shot, lightly downhill, somewhat protected green. Michael Scardino.
And it is a hole that both of these teams birdied in last week's matchup.
It's funny how we say somewhat protected green here in New Jersey to a hole like this. This is an absolute hallway.
And that's a smashing drive from Mike Scardino.
Bandits finding momentum, finding those strokes they were looking for coming in this week, trying to get out of last place. Shane Sassone for the Tundra.
Trying to match that line.
Yeah.
Gets good turn out of it.
That's got eagle distance.
My God, that is.
But it's got bogey accuracy. No.
That's crushed.
Hardly off to the left. What a smash from Shane.
Little righty flick for Scardino. Nice up.
That'll birdie.
This is where you want to see your tier 1 start to shine. Back end of the day, everyone's getting a little tired.
Jose, touch forehand, giving the basket a little scare. 10-15 short maybe.
Yeah, Jose's a great tier 4 to have. He's got really good scrappy forehand game that, you know, gets you out of jail a lot of times.
I was very surprised to see how low his PDGA rating is, but triples, disc golf, scramble, even doubles, it's a little bit different as Craig gets another nice putt from the back end of circle 1 here. But yeah, I mean, it's making differentiating shots on the course is something Jose can clearly do. So regardless of his rating, he's bringing some great value for the Arctic this year. Hole 6, par 3, 237, the finisher. Goldfinches, waves, Dave. Our teams are going to be clashing swords here at Greystone next week. Willem Klein looking to set the second best score here in set 2 with a -5. Let's see what they can do. Very dark out.
Another forehand into the abyss. I think they got a look.
Craig Oriente, an absolute treasure of a disc golfer, real fun guy to play with. Big fan of Craig. We've got Chapter 3 Earth coming up next in the 4 chapters. Craig, an experienced camp golf veteran, gets the Tundra into circle 1.
Nice shot, Will.
Thank you.
Yeah, clean putting by Will today.
No surprise, Rotor called it. They wanted to win, and they wanted to win big. Well, here it is.
Yeah, was that 2 or 3 solo birdies from Willem Klein here in game 2? I'm not sure.
I think that was 2. Hole 10, I don't think it was his drive, but either way, good showing.
Yeah, good show. And the Tundra finishing out with 2 birdies on the last 2 holes. Very important, not just for strokes, but for pride. We've got one more week at Greystone after this.
Yeah, you know, you have to wonder. You have to wonder if only if Travis Rollins was here, if Tundra would have kept that energy. You know, it seems like they really, lost the intensity after that first win.
I agree. And on the other side of that, Travis Amico not being able to play. You know, Lefty's team has 2 tier 1s. They only have to each sit once. But the Tundra acquired the Rollins-Amico combo via a clause in the VFDGL bylaws.
Yeah.
The only reason they were allowed to be on the same team is if Amico was treated as a tier 1. That's why he's sitting, because Travis Rollins played in week 1 and 2. VFDGL, it's a new league. It's a beautiful league. Dave, here for the second time this week. What were your thoughts?
Great match. My only thoughts is maybe going forward we could lift the tier 1 restrictions and just let them play every week if they want to.
Wow.
I want to see some more competition, I think.
Yeah, let's get some comments in down below. Err on the side of inclusivity or err on the side of talent? It really is a split down the middle choice. Do we let the tier 1s play every week?
And I think certain GMs will, sit their tier 1 even though, they think they're gonna pull the W. Some GMs will just want
Lefty,
to
as a tier 4, what are your thoughts on this?
As a GM who is also a tier 4, I am a team player, and I would love to sit out to see my tier 1s play more, but that's just me. Yeah, I would love
angles,
to. Yeah. Jacob and Matt every week. I don't know who around the league wants to see that, but these 2 GMs might want to weigh in.
I think it's important to mention. It feels good to be a GM now, by the way. In this second season, it feels really good to be a GM. As a GM, I think something that's important to mention. Time of year. It was cold out there in that game. It was windy. We're talking about wanting to see more good disc golf. I think we're always going to be changing things year to year. I think positioning the games at a time of year where the weather is going to be good is going to also help to see better play. If you enjoyed the video, drop the secret word down below. The secret word this week is a secret. You have to guess what it is. We haven't even decided it yet. It's going to be really hard to get. Lefty, can you start working on that?
I got it. We'll figure it out.
We'll see you next week. Goldfinches, Waves. We'll see you there.